Coming in at number 10, we have one of the most jaw-dropping comebacks in Premier League history. Newcastle United versus Arsenal in 2011. Arsenal were dominating 4-0 at half-time, but Newcastle had other plans. In a remarkable second-half turnaround, they scored 4 goals to level the match. The highlight? Cheick Tiote's stunning equaliser from outside the box. A game that seemed over at the break became a thrilling 4-4 draw, showing that anything is possible in football. At number 9, we have one of the biggest shocks in Champions League history. Deportivo La Coruña versus AC Milan in 2004. After losing 4-1 in the first leg, Deportivo needed a miracle. And that's exactly what they got in the second leg. They pulled off an incredible 4-0 win, knocking out the defending champions with an astonishing 5-4 aggregate score. A performance for the ages, proving that no lead is ever safe in football. At number 8, we have one of the most incredible FA Cup comebacks, Tranmere Rovers versus Southampton in 2001. Southampton were cruising with a 3-0 lead at half-time, but Tranmere had other ideas. In a stunning second-half turnaround, they scored 4 unanswered goals, completing a 4-3 victory and knocking out the Premier League side. It was a remarkable fight back that has since become one of the most dramatic moments in FA Cup history. At number 7, we have a thrilling comeback in the 2016 UEFA Europa League Quarterfinals. Liverpool versus Borussia Dortmund. With the score at 3-1 in Dortmund's favour at the 57th minute, Liverpool seemed down and out, but in an unforgettable display of resilience, they scored 3 late goals at Anfield, completing a 4-3 win and a 5-4 aggregate victory. Jurgen Klopp's side produced one of the most dramatic turnarounds in European football history, securing a spot in the semi-finals in stunning fashion. At number 6, we have one of the most unexpected comebacks in Champions League history. Roma versus Barcelona in 2018. After losing 4-1 in the first leg, Roma faced an uphill battle in the second leg. But in a dramatic turnaround, they won 3-0 at home, level the aggregate score at 4-4. Thanks to Costas Manola's decisive header, Roma advanced on away goals, sending shockwaves through Europe and knocking out the heavy favourites, Barcelona, in one of the most memorable upsets ever. At number 5, we have one of the most iconic comebacks in football history. Liverpool versus Barcelona in the 2019 Champions League Semi-Final. After a daunting 3-0 loss in the first leg, Liverpool needed a miracle in the second leg at Anfield. And that's exactly what they delivered with a 4-0 victory, completing a 4-3 aggregate win. The Reds' unforgettable performance, including 2 goals from Divock Origi, secured their place in their final and left fans around the world in disbelief. At number 4, we have the legendary La Remontada. Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain in the 2017 UEFA Champions League. After a devastating 4-0 loss in Paris, Barcelona faced an impossible task in the second leg. But in one of the greatest comebacks in football history, they triumphed 6-1 at the Camp Nou, overturning the deficit to win 6-5 in aggregate. Sergio Roberto's last-minute goal sealed the unforgettable turnaround, stunning PSG and the football world. At number 3, we have one of the most dramatic finishes in Champions League history. Manchester United versus Bayern Munich in the 1999 final. With just minutes remaining, Bayern led 1-0 and it seemed like United's hopes of winning the treble were dashed. But in true Fergie Time fashion, United scored 2 injury time goals, one from Teddy Sheringham and another from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, completing a stunning comeback to win 2-1 and secure their first ever treble. It was a finish that defined a generation of football. Number 2, we have one of the most dramatic moments in Premier League history. Manchester City versus Queen's Park Rangers in 2012. With City trailing 2-1 in injury time, they needed 2 goals to clinch the title. Edin Dzeko's header brought them level, but the real magic came in the dying seconds. Sergio Aguero's unforgettable stoppage time goal sealed a 3-2 win, giving City their first Premier League title in 44 years and snatching the trophy from Manchester United in one of the most dramatic finishes ever. At number 1, we have the Miracle of Istanbul. Liverpool versus AC Milan in the 2005 UEFA Champions League Final. Trailing 3-0 at half-time, Liverpool were on the brink of defeat, but what followed was nothing short of miraculous. In just 6 minutes of the second half, they scored 3 goals to level the match. The drama continued into penalties where Liverpool triumphed 3-2, securing their 5th European Cup. It remains one of the most iconic and unforgettable comebacks in football history.